where anything can and will happen.
Absolutely. This first bank is so long that this is where we often see issues, you know, with more higher powered cars and slower cars. Let's see what Dai can do.
Dai's going to be initiating first. Dennis is going to be following. You'll see Dennis taking a little bit lower line, trying to get closer to Dai. Good smoke from both drivers. Extra angle from Dai as he exits the bank, but Dennis is able to handle that pretty well. Looks like Dennis' team has done their recon on this. Coming in, Dai is able to pull away around that first inner clip and the second inner clip. But Dennis didn't really make any major mistakes. You know, a little bit further behind, but he's also substantially down on horsepower. Judges sometimes taking that into effect. We'll have to go to the replay and see that.
Definitely a good run by Dennis. I think Dai probably got the horsepower advantage here, you know, and definitely a little more traction. So he pulls some gap on the bank. Dennis starts off a little low, starts to bring it back up. And right here at the end of the bank, quite interesting. Dai does throw in a ton of angle, but Dennis matches it really well. Look at that. You can see his left front wheel going to full maximum angle. Not a problem for him. Does lose some proximity, but has a good clean line. A little shallower on the left turn in the infield to Dai. Like Dai's run is pretty much textbook qualifying run. Dennis was a little shallow, I would say, on the infield, but the way he matched Dai's angle coming off the bank was pretty impressive without spinning, or, you know, typically we've seen a lot of people hit the wall here actually due to people changing their angle and their speed there. I've done it myself, unfortunately, but that was awesome. I'm really impressed with Dennis. So
Dai
maybe slight
Yoshihara's
favour to Dai, but
yeah,
anything can happen, you know.
Dai Yoshihara's title sponsor, Discount Tire, is a supporter of the Drift Stream, and Dennis Mertzanis' title sponsor, Kenda Tires, is also a supporter. So great to see the sponsors of these two cars supporting this live free Drift Stream for you. Dennis Mertzanis is going to be leading now. Some shallow angle from Dai, looked like a little bit of a bobble on initiation, but able to close that gap. Some extra angle from Dennis, possibly 2 tires off there. Gonna have to be tough. Oh, Dennis taps the wall, and again, Dai continues the track. Gonna finish that out. I think this one's gonna be pretty easy to figure out.
That's so
very
unfortunate. Dennis
move.
was having the run of his life right there. He was definitely on the line, but it might be hard to see in the drift stream. There's actually 2 yellow lines there, and the inner one was originally there for Thursday practice, and they added an extra little bubble, I guess, to give the drivers more room to come off the bank. So I'll have to watch. I don't think Dennis had 2 off. I think he was on that line pretty good, and he was awesome on the bank, like right up there. Dai is shallower, definitely lower, and then look, ton of angle by Dennis, and maybe it was off. Yeah, unfortunate.
Definitely
But
1, possibly
that
2, but in the end it didn't matter because he ended up into the wall.
Up until that point, I mean, to see Dennis up on that bank really smoking tires and putting on a ton of angle, that's he's definitely made some progress with the car, and yeah, that's significant damage to his right front. So
Dennis Mertzanis is going to be joining us on the halftime show in a little bit to talk about this run, as well as his program with Kenda Tires. Dai Yoshihara is going to get the win. Moving on. That's actually going to set up a rematch against his former